by now you can see that Oz syntax is not like most syntaxes you might have seen before. The most popular syntax in mainstream languages, like C++ or Java, is what's called the C-like syntax. C-like, where identifiers are statically typed, like int I, semicolon, and they can start with lowercase, and code blocks are delimited by braces. So the Oz syntax is definitely not C-like. In fact, Oz syntax is inspired by many languages. Prolog from logic programming, Scheme and ML from functional programming, C++ and Smalltalk from object-oriented programming, and so on. So why is the Oz syntax different? Well, it's not different to be different. It's different because Oz supports many programming paradigms. So the syntax is actually designed so that the paradigms will not interfere with each other. So in Oz, it's possible to program in just one paradigm. It's also possible to program in several paradigms that are separated in the text, so you don't get confused about which paradigm you're programming in. So it's important, this syntax, for readability. So it's important for you not to get confused by the differences between Oz syntax and the other syntaxes you may know. So I'm going to summarize now the 4 main differences between Oz syntax and other syntaxes. And if you know these 4 main differences, you should not have any problems in the rest of the course. So there are 4 main differences. The first is that identifiers in Oz always start with an uppercase letter, X, Y, Z, min, max, sum, int to float. So why is this? It's very simple. It's because the lowercase is used for symbolic constants or atoms. A second difference is that procedure and function calls in Oz are surrounded by braces. So if I have the function max with 2 arguments 1 and 2, I surround by braces, or sum digits with the list 2, 3, 4, or fold with 3 arguments L, F, and U. So why is it like this? Well, we can't use parentheses because they're already used for record data structures. In fact, the Oz way is actually similar to Lisp, where the parentheses surround also the function calls. The third main difference is that local identifiers are introduced by local end. So not by braces like in C++. So local X in and then some instruction end at the end. So why is this? Well, it's a design principle in Oz syntax that all compound instructions, so local is a compound instruction, lets us build an instruction from others. So all compound instructions start with a keyword. So here the keyword is local. So this is for readability. And the final difference is that variables in Oz are single assignment. So we've already seen this in a previous video. So if I do local x, y, I can bind x once and I can bind y once to one value each time. So why is this? Well, this is because the first paradigm, the simplest paradigm in terms of concepts, is functional programming. Multiple assignment is an additional concept, and it will come later. So in the programming exercises, we find that most programming bugs, at least early on, are due to problems with the syntax, so not respecting the syntax. So with these 4 main differences, if you keep them in mind, if you assimilate them, you should not make these bugs, and programming Oz will become straightforward. So that's all I want to say about Oz syntax tips. Now let's go on and do some more programming.